Yo guys, what is going on? It is Invin here, and today what I am bringing to you guys is just a very quick video on the New World weekly update that we've received this week, which is going to be patch 1.5.3. It's quite a juicy little one to have in here, so it's going to be very short indeed, but it is something really important as it does change the PvP XP and actually the areas that you guys might want to farm the PvP XP in, particularly in regard to the faction missions. So we're going to jump straight into it. Firstly, when it will be coming out, as always, this one will be coming out at 11 PT or 6 AM UTC on June 14th, so that is today. It'll either be this evening or in the early hours of tomorrow morning for any of the EU guys watching. So we'll have this pretty shortly. Many of you will probably already have the update underway by the time you see this video, so the changes will be just applied from this point onwards. Now, what we're actually going to see then, firstly, we've got PvP faction missions. This is the big puncher for this update. Essentially, what they've done then is change the faction PvP mission rewards to better align with the other activities like arenas and outpost rush. Players can now focus on their favourite PvP activities with less concern over whether their time would be better spent doing one specific activity to optimise rewards. Now, this obviously may be done a little too late for some people. A lot of players have already got stonkingly up there in the, the ranks of the PvP reward track. Kind of wish I'd done a few more if I knew they were going to nerf it down. Maybe I'd have sweated the last couple of days out to try and get an extra few levels on. But nonetheless, these are still going to be a very, very good source of PvP XP. However, what they've done then is players will now earn 200 salt and 350 PvP XP from each PvP faction mission. These missions previously rewarded 300 salt and 500 PvP XP, so essentially what we've seen is a reduction of 100 salt and 150 XP, so not too bad, and it does bring it much more in line with things like the arenas and of course outpost rush now as well. Now, further, what they've done is the Great Cleave Retrieve and Control Point missions now offer less salt, so that's going to be 100 salt, and less PvP XP, which is reduced to 200, because they take less time to complete than other missions. Players can now accept a wider variety of quests to reap the same rewards within a similar time commitment. I really like this. Again, a lot of people may be a bit at first put off by this, but again, you can spam out these PvP quests in under the 5-minute timer in Great Cleave, get them handed back in, and sometimes you're waiting like a minute and a half to get the refresh, whereas other places you're well over that 5-minute timer. So now this is much more in check, which I think makes sense and is much fairer. And like I said, if you are somebody that's already grafted out a lot of these, you're going to be well ahead of the game now. So again, if you do it in Great Cleave, honestly not too much point. I know they're a lot quicker, but I would go up to Shattered Mountains. If you haven't seen my video on the fastest ways to get the PvP XP, go back and watch it and just skip over the Great Cleave part because they've reduced that now, but look into the Shattered Mountains part. Essentially, you can get the missions from the Shattered Mountains, the left outpost there, and they're pretty easy to run to. It's just that obviously it's a more dangerous area, so the higher level mobs that might attack you, and therefore you might have to fight a little bit on your way there. Other than that, it's still very easy to get to. There is sometimes one that spawns in Mertgard. A lot of you guys said in the comments you can kind of kite around the mobs, grab the thing and run, but other players have said they just wait, return that one in, do the other ones, and when the missions that spawn outside of Mertgard pop up, they do those ones instead. So it's up to you guys, but that is a good alternative. That's probably what I'm going to be using for the most part now, so I can maximize the XP for the time to be doing it. Again, you can pretty much turn these ones in under the 5-minute refresh timer if you're using things like the bow roll and then the 20% haste boost, stuff like that. Now, other than that, this week we just saw a general fix, which was where they've fixed the emissive textures on the Brimstone Firestaff's Molten Orb, and that is literally it. It's just a very short one, mainly focused on these PvP faction missions. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on that down below in the comments, but that's going to be it for today, guys. Make sure you drop in a subscribe, drop in a like, and I will catch you again very shortly on a brand new upload. Take care, and peace.